Hello everyone, this is Lorena and I'm back with another Doodle Links video. I am about to cover the ending cutscene for Vector's event, and that is mainly why I'm here, because I've got a lot to catch up on, and I know, I've not really done much with this channel in quite some time now. And some people probably think it's dead, but it was never dead. I was lazy. There's a difference, you know? But there's also a lot going on in my country at the moment, which when I finally catch up, you guys will understand, sort of. Well, maybe not. I think I've been all over the place, and that is something that I'm not quite sure I can fix. At least not right now. I don't even know what that means. But whatever. Okay, so there is an update in the music player. Alright, noted. Yes, I am a fan. Can you update the what's it called? The Scene album. Can you update that, please? There is something I want to look at because I forgot to cover it. Actually, I decided not to, so that's my fault. Okay, well, this something will just come back later, so don't worry. I didn't skip it because I know it'll never happen again. It will. Anyway, let's continue. Alright. The time is now. Let's do this. When two hearts join together in the spirit of hope, nothing is impossible. When two hearts join together in the spirit of hope, nothing is impossible. There's a reason I said that twice. Go, Zexomorph! That's quite the get-up. But it changes nothing. You can dress any way you like, but you won't win. We'll see about that. What? What? It's time for me to unleash the true power of this card and shine the light on victory. Shining evolution. What? They changed the card? They changed the card. Wow. Dude, is that move legal? Is it legal? I don't think so, but who cares? Vector deserves this. The light of hope shatters the darkness and calls forth limited Barian forces' true form. Limited Barian's force. Okay, well, what is this true form? I activate rank up magic Numeron force. Chaos Xyz evolution. Appear number Chaos 39. Hope surrounds the living to power the future. Utopia Ray victory. I actually pulled for this card. Yes, I know I didn't have to. But my inbox is still full of gens. Utopia Ray victory? I think not. Sargasso's effect will finish you. The only one finished here is you, Vector. Numeron force negates Sargasso's effect. Oh. No! This is the power of our bond. End this duel. Utopia Ray victory. Rising Sun double victory. Okay, can I please read? End this duel. Utopia Ray victory. Rising Sun double victory slash. I wonder if this ending cutscene is going to include any of the material I expect. Honestly. And I am not screaming, no, Vector. So, just imagine Vector screaming because he just lost a duel. That's why you don't betray people, you moron. Took him long enough. Huh? What's going on? The duel is over. This wasteland is collapsing in on itself. Mazar, we need to go. Honestly, I think I'm misremembering the events of the anime entirely. I definitely believe that's a problem. I think that's kind of what's going on here. Just part of me not remembering how things actually went. But Durbe, do you want to die, Mazar? Wow! Do you want to be stuck in this wasteland forever? I did not expect that. Grr. Reginald, I will bring you home. Just you wait. Hold on, what do you mean by that? Even though I am very bad at, bring me home? Stop speaking in riddles. Okay, here is the translation. He thinks you're someone else. You think you've won, but you're wrong. Mark my words, the lie that stained Ashel's heart will never go away. Oh, really? Shut up. It'll gnaw at your bond and destroy it. Oh, shut up. We won, didn't we, Astral? Yes. But what were those sensations I felt? It was as if I already knew there was sadness and darkness. It was as if I already knew there was sadness and darkness in my heart. Really? Even before this battle began. How pure are you? Okay, so the event is over. And now I am so lost on how I forgot something that... there's this gap that I just completely forgot. Which, honestly, on point, I do mention my memory sucks all the time. I guess this tracks. Dimension Gate. Okay. I don't even know what it does. I wasn't reading. Okay, well, the event is over and another one has begun. Now, let's see if I'll actually participate this time. I'm not sure, so how about I don't claim I will? Duelists worldwide! Begin the World Championship Duel Tournament and be crowned a new champion. This is the start of a new dueling era, where our only limit is our imagination. For too long, we've been forced to live in just this reality. It's tedious, poorly designed, and pathetically constructed. If the one responsible was who translated this? If the one responsible was my employee, I'd have him fired. Kaiba says that he would fire God. Support! Fire God! I knew that I would do better, and I have. Actually, who counts as God in this universe? We're talking about a different universe. Not this one, but sure. The time is now to grab the reins of the world. I've never settled for mediocrity, and neither should you. Well, of course I don't. And that is why I created Duel Links. I've spared no expense so you'd have pure tech perfection. This is my gift to you. Go out and grab it. When you wonder who's When you wonder who's behind the marvels of the universe, you'll have a name, and that name is Seto Kaiba. I still have more respect for Seto Kaiba compared to God. I know that sounds awful, but it's true. Okay, World Championship 2025. While I sit here and suffer. Okay, well, chaos is raining right now, and I'm not sure when it'll stop, so I kind of have to deal with that. Anyway, how about I duel? You know, because it's been a while since I was in ranked, even though it was less than 24 hours ago. You do realize I've gone through some shit, Huckleberry? Honestly. You were alive for at least some of it. I say as I never actually went through any of that, and I'm talking about my active character instead. Well, was I really the same person, though? I mean, if I go back in time and I think about the timeline, I'm sure that I changed between then and whenever this is. Let's not act like I know anything about time. We know I don't. I've lost track of the plot. Trust me. As though I can be trusted. I can be trusted to make a bunch of misplays, but that's about it. And I do eventually catch up, it just takes me forever. And this time, though, I don't know when I'll catch up. Will it be any time this year? Honestly, it will be, just as long as no one interferes with that. As in, no wars. And that means no Civil War II, and no World Wars, preferably, because that would definitely be worse. I mean, I don't want a Civil War Part 2 either, but I mean, if the world is fine, at least it's not, you know what, will the world be fine? Sometimes I wonder. I've been through so much shit this year, I can't. Okay. Really, 2 tournaments at the same time. Am I really supposed to keep up with that? I want to rank up. Please. I want to get back into Legend. So, first opponent. Who is this? Why do I feel like I'm about to sigh? Okay, interesting. Reign of Shadows. Dude, why are you playing that? What? I've actually like a character can't play whatever he wants. To be fair, though, would this make sense in character? I don't think so. It would make sense for me, though. And maybe Quattro. Maybe. Well, he's changed to Dex before. Quattro, I mean. I read about it. I forgot, though, that he even changed the Dex to begin with. Because my memory is terrible. And for some reason I seem to have blocked out a lot of Zexal. Why, though? Why Zexal specifically? I'm not sure. Although I've also forgotten a good portion of Arc 5. I think that Arc 5 and 5Ds are kind of sort of covered to an extent in my mind. Mainly because of content in this game. was decently summarized. Anything that I didn't watch, that is. At least as far as 5D is concerned. And Arc 5, I think I remember a good amount based on what was in the game. And based on what is so far. And let's see. Anything else that I've forgotten? Well, to be fair, I've forgotten an embarrassing amount of things in GX. You may be like, how the hell did you do that? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I forgot most of Season 4 as soon as I watched it, and that wasn't even the first time. You may be like, what is your problem with Season 4? I don't know. But for some reason, I suddenly have a grudge. Why? Well, I don't know. Well, let's not talk about grudges. I'm too busy doing something. It may not even be good something. It may be bad. I don't even know if this is a good idea. Okay, right. Well, hold on a second. I'm busy. It's kind of my turn, you know. You activate your monster's effect. Well, I'm going to use super polymerization and hope that doesn't mess me up, even though, well, I'm good at messing myself up, trust me. I think I mess myself up more than my opponent, to be honest. Although, let's be fair, sometimes my opponent gets to that first. Oh my god. Why would I get in my own way? That'd be stupid. That would be stupid, but that seems to be what happens sometimes. Like during Vector's event, I seem to do that all the time. What was up with that? Alright, I have a duel against Vector in my replays list. You guys might be wondering why. Well, because he spawned at level 5000, that's why. And I won! But it wasn't really as great as I wanted it to be, so I'm going to want to do that again during his rerun, because his rerun, I mean his first run wasn't the way that I wanted it to be. On top of me thinking that I was forgetting a lot of shit, and there's definitely that as well. I mean, seriously, you guys have to understand that I really feel like I forgot some shit. And it seems that is true. I mean, I came up with a thought yesterday, so let's not act like I wasn't already suspicious. I do this, and I do this, and what can I get rid of that will piss you off? Honestly, I'm not sure I can do that. Right. Continue, please. You know, my inbox is full of gems. I could probably try to get something else. What do I want, though? Well, gems expire, so I don't want those to expire. Alright, so he plays... Okay, sure. You can activate all kinds of effects, but you cannot get rid of me. You can certainly try, but I will keep trying. It's not the main phase. What the hell am I talking about? Dude, you activate an effect. Alright, sure. I activate this. I attack this card. I can't activate a card that's not mine. Seriously. Mm-hmm. I'm not the biggest fan of what you just did, but alright. It is now your turn. What will you do with it? I have a feeling I should not discard. Something about this might be the last turn of the duel. Source, I don't know. My brain just decided that was probably likely. I think it's the effects of his cards. I mean, I may not have read them, but I've seen him get rid of plenty of my cards, so I think the discard would be pointless. And maybe if I somehow get another turn, I will, but I still don't think that's a good idea. What are you doing? You're banishing those? Well, never mind. You know I'm definitely fucked. Sure. You think I'm going to activate this effect when you're just going to get rid of my card and send it wherever? I don't know if it'll be sent back to the deck, the graveyard, the banished zone, the flipped face down. I really have no idea what you're going to do with it. So, when does chaos stop reigning? I guess when Vector's event is over. His second run, you know, since he does have another one. But, let's be honest, it's not going to end when his rerun is over. Because chaos was already reigning before he got here. Unfortunately, in real life. Real life sucks right now. Where did my brain go? Is it back from the war? Which war? I don't know. It's very dark in my imagination. I have nightmares about it sometimes. My brain comes up with the nightmare fuel. And no, I'm not joking. You should see some of the shit I've dreamed. It's terrifying. What was more terrifying was, well, you know, I had this very... Wow, you end your turn? Alright, no. And you negated my card's effect. When was this? When was this? I was not paying attention. Which is a problem because I'm trying to win, but I don't think I will win. So that's another problem and a half. Sure. Alright, okay. My turn is over. This is torture. How come I keep feeling an increasing amount of pain? Honestly, it seems I just cannot win. I just experience more and more pain. It never seems to end. And I hate pain. I said it just last night, in fact. While I'm still in pain. And everything is still in chaos. And you may be like, what the hell are you talking about? Don't forget about my jokes about Bandit Keith being in the dungeon. And don't forget that I said he's a stereotype. Although I'm not sure if I should call him... I don't know what kind of stereotype I should call him. Should I be nice? No, he pointed a gun at a man, so I'm going to say no. I don't think I should be nice to a man that tried to attempt murder. Although I'm not sure if he was actually going to fire. Was there really a bullet in that gun? I wonder if Bandit Keith went to prison or if he's dead. Yes, one of those two. I mean, the last time I saw Bandit Keith, he was in a burning building. Did he die there? I wouldn't know. I wasn't paying attention. You may be like, what? Dude, I was obsessed. And they'd be like, wait, then too? Yes! I was blind to reality. Hold on, let me just, And then it was painful. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. Vector's event is over. I'm going to try to remember the timeline. And I'll come back in like, 4 months or something.